Hello, welcome back to our channel, and we are going to talk about the feedback in this module. So, what you see there is input port of this system, and there is an output port of this system. You have at the input a voltage source called as Vs, and at the output you have this current I out that eventually flows through the load RL, and the current flowing through RL is called as IL. That's why we call it I out is equal to IL. And there is this gain block, which is the ratio of output current divided by input voltage. So input voltage is the difference voltage at the input pin of this gain block. For example, this is an amplifier. Now, what you do, you have this output current that flows through the load IL, and then it becomes input to your feedback network or feedback circuit, which has a gain equals to the output voltage divided by the input current. Now, the input to this feedback network is I out, and the output of this feedback network is the feedback voltage. So therefore, we can write beta is equal to Vf over I out, or Vf, it generates the output voltage. It will be equal to beta times I out. Just beta times I out will give you the Vf. So you see here, you apply input to the you apply voltage to the input and you get current at the output. Here it's reverse. You apply current at the input and you get voltage at the output. Okay, so this is a forward gain block that gives you a transfer function of I out over Vm, which is a transconductance. Here is a feedback circuit or feedback network that gives you a transfer function of output voltage divided by input current. So that is a transfer function of trans resistance V over I. Now what you do when you have this feedback voltage, actually you add that, or rather I would say mix that voltage along with the Vf, and therefore you have this V in that can be written here. Let me write here. So this V in would be written as Vs plus minus Vf. So if your Vf is going to be subtracted from Vs due to the negative feedback, then you can write V in is equal to Vs minus Vf. This is for the case of negative feedback. And if your Vf is going to be mixed in such a way that it adds with the input voltage Vs, then that is termed as positive feedback. Also, also, since you have the transfer function, since you actually have yeah, so since you actually sense the current and convert it to the voltage, it is called as current series feedback. So that's the type of feedback we use, series current series feedback. So you sense the current and you generate the voltage and add it in series with the applied voltage. So that's basically your current series feedback configuration. Okay, so hope you understand this basic concept of feedback system, and stay tuned for more engaging contents like this. Till then, wish you happy learning.